It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a showcase of shutdown defenses. It's the Seahawks and the Steelers, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they have certainly got it rolling of late, winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
So it's 3rd down, ball inside the red zone, and this defense looking to get the stop they need. On 3rd and 2, Sheets. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. Back to throw. Sheets. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right...
Our scoreless game may not stay that way much longer as this defense is out there needing a stop on 1st and goal. Harris. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a 1st quarter lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's
a pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this 3rd down situation? On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24. Russell Wilson and company in the red zone as we'll jump in to see what the Seahawks can do here. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Dwayne Eskridge, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And that is caught. What a catch at the 3-yard line. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. From the gun, it's Wilson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 2nd and goal. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. To throw on 3rd down. Sheets. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. This offense has been sustaining a nice, long, successful drive here. Now they're looking to finish it off. 1st and goal in the red zone. Now Wilson on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the 1st half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon.
Keeping this offense out of the end zone has to be considered a must here, as this defense can ill afford to go 2 scores down here in the 2nd half. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They run the counter. Harris. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw. Sheets. That's swung out wide to Harris. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
A 3rd down situation coming up in the 3rd quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that 3rd down into 4th. On 3rd down, Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the former 1st-round pick, William Jackson.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Dwayne Eskridge, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning...
A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this 3rd down stop in the 3rd quarter? From the gun on 3rd down, Sheets. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the...
Keeping this offense out of the end zone has to be considered a must here, as this defense can ill afford to go 2 scores down here in the second half. And he's got his big tight end here. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because
Russell Wilson and company in the red zone as we'll jump in to see what the Seahawks can do here. On third down, Carson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going.
The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. 4th quarter, close game. 3rd down, here we go. Play action. Now Wilson. Touchdown, Seahawks. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3. This defense now trying desperately to hold on to this 4th quarter lead, but to do it, they've got to keep this offense out of the end zone. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Sheets. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
That takes a start out with a good draw. Quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Sheets. Escaping the pressure right. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they take a knee. Second and 11 now. They run it with Carson. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 126 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Seahawks, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.